My late wife, Jennifer, and I shared our experience with breast cancer through social media. And last year, our story went viral. Of our daily life, originally made to improve communication with our support group, have been shared all over the world. I've watched Jen's legacy grow into something positive that is inspiring people to embrace life. Now I'm at a point I knew where I would get to, and it's a little bit frightening. You see, these photographs have become a shield for me, in some ways an identity. After Jen passed, I needed this identity. It's the one thing that has gotten me out of bed pretty much every morning since then. It's like these photographs are a wall, separating me from a sea of emotions. And there's a valve on the wall, and I can let as much water through as I can deal with. And when it gets to be too much, I can close the valve. I always knew there would be a day when I would have to take a step and just be Angelo. Not Angelo the widower, or Angelo the guy who photographed his wife, just Angelo. The frightening thing about taking this step is that everything I thought I knew and believed in has been challenged. I've had to put myself back together after being completely leveled, and in order to do this, I had to put walls up around my heart, even though I kind of felt like it was bulletproof. I've had this crazy idea that if I do everything right, then nothing can go wrong and I'll never feel pain again. But I've realized that the walls are getting too big. Instead of keeping emotions at arm's length so that I can heal, now the walls are keeping me from expressing how I really feel. Jen used to tell me all the time, even before she was diagnosed, that it's so important to love what you do and to be happy. And Jen knew about how unfair life could be. She was widowed when she was 25. And when I met her 8 years later, she was the brightest light I had ever seen. Jen was so passionate about life and being alive, and it's given me hope, sort of like Jen left a trail for me to follow. Since Jen died, I've done my best to embrace every moment and to make something positive out of something really horrible. It's been a rough 2.5 years, but things are getting better with each day. Smiles come faster. Laughter from a joke rings longer. And a sense of peace, a feeling that I thought was gone from my life, is starting to grow again. Don't get me wrong, there are still days when something comes from out of nowhere and I want to just stare at a blank wall and pretend that this never happened. But I know this is impossible. So I accept what I can't change and I try to learn from it. I don't ever want to stop learning and growing, even if it means feeling pain again. And if there's one thing I really need to remember, it's that if Jen hadn't put her walls down, then maybe we would have never fallen in love. Speaking of love, I was born into the greatest love story ever. In 1951, my dad was performing with a trio at a dinner club in Akron. And from the bandstand, he saw my mom for the first time, and he immediately set down his accordion and asked her to dance. That night, my dad arrived at home and joyfully sang to his 4 younger sisters, "I found her." 2 weeks later, they were engaged, and 4 months later, they were married. I'm the youngest of 11 kids, and we've been blessed to have parents who loved us, supported us, and encouraged us to follow our dreams. Even after 62 years of marriage, Mom and Dad still have a spark. Soulmates. As I prepared for this talk, I went through a lot of ideas and nothing was sticking. Last week, I went to a show with some friends, and the music felt so good. As I listened, I realized I need to trust my heart and know that no matter how hard life hits, I'm going to fight to pick myself up and keep moving forward. Keep living life. I thought, oh, this is something worth sharing, and I pretty much wrote my talk the next afternoon. But the next day, life started swinging at me again. Hard. I got a call from my oldest brother, Frank, one of my idols. He told me our dad had passed in his sleep, and the following day, my mom was admitted to the hospital with an irregular heartbeat, and she's still there. So once again, I'm reminded of how precious life is, and that it can be gone with a blink of an eye. For the last week, I've been trying to figure out how to wrap this talk up in a nice little bow, but I haven't been able to find the words. I'm not here to upset you or make you sad, and I don't want to ramble on about things we've all heard our entire life. But sometimes I forget about these little things that are so important, and I get caught up in my day checking emails and Facebook and Instagram every 10 seconds, like the answer is there. And then I tell my family and friends that, I'm sorry, I'm too busy, I can't make it to see you. I know we all have our responsibilities, but we just can't drop what we are doing to do what we want. But if there's one thing I want to leave you with, it's this. Don't wait. Don't wait to chase your dreams. Don't wait to take a chance. And don't wait to tell somebody you love them. Thank you.